In today's episode of Value in My Toy Collection, we're going to value some dolls and all kinds of fun toys. And we've even got a special guest helping us out today. We have our new puppy Daisy, who got in some of my videos while I was trying to film. Hey everyone, my name's Chris. I'm a full-time beauty pageant director as my career, but in my spare time, I'm a huge toy collector. I've been collecting toys now for over 40 years. You can officially call me a toyaholic. Thanks so much for checking out my YouTube channel. My channel consists mainly of two things: beauty pageants, which I love, and toys, which I love even more. My dream in life has always been to own a toy museum. So it's finally happened. I've bought a building, and now I've got to move this massive collection and value it into the building. We're calling it the Toy Vault because it's an old bank building located in Crystal Springs, Mississippi that actually has two large vaults. So now I'm just going to make a ton of videos and value my toy collection. And then I'm going to make some where I take you shopping with me to thrift stores and flea markets and toy stores to let you see where I find all these goodies. So let's start this episode of Value in My Toy Collection and value some toys. Well, let's jump right in and start valuing everything. First, we have these really cool vintage Smurfs albums, and we have a total of 4 of these. And I really can't remember where I picked them up from. I think it was a flea market somewhere, but they're worth about $15 each, maybe 20, but I'm going to say 15 because they do have the album frame with them, and usually those are about $10 by themselves. But I'm comfortable with $15 each, so that's $60 more we can add to our collection. Next, we have this double-page magazine ad of Desperate Housewives worth about $15. Next up, we have this really cool big box of Valentine's Day cards from Desperate Housewives, and it's worth about $20. Then we have all 5 of the collectible dolls from Desperate Housewives, and each of these are worth $100 each. This one is of Susan Mayer. And there's my sweet baby girl Daisy watching me when I'm doing. And then this one is of Lynette Scavo, like I said, worth about $100. And then we have the collectible Desperate Housewives book. This is the white cover book, and it's worth about $10. It's full of all kinds of pictures and information about the show. And this one is of Gabrielle Salas, worth about $100. I can't remember what I paid for these, but $100 is a fair value. Next, we have the one of Edie Britt. She's worth about $100. And then we have Brie Vandekamp, also worth about $100. And then we have this doll magazine that had all 5 of the dolls on the front cover, and it's worth about $10. And then I don't have the full set, but I have 2 of the American Horror Story Coven dolls. I used to love this show. It was so good. But this one is a Fiona, and it's worth a big old $360. Then I have one more doll in that series. This is the Myrtle Snow doll, and she's really hard to find. She's pretty collectible, and she goes up to about $400. And then from a line called Catherine's Collection, they do these really cool dolls, and then they do ornaments. This doll, like the Tropicana doll, is worth about $200. And here's Daisy helping me show off our little rainbow rug, and it's worth about $12. I just cleaned out this curio cabinet. It's worth about $50. We'll take it to the toy museum. And then we have this little Queen of Hearts Bob Mackie porcelain plate, and it's worth about $20. All right, let's see what else we have. We have this little Princess Diaries 2 button that came from a movie house, and it's worth about $5. And then we have these old Sky Dancers. These are kind of vintage, and they're worth about $20 each in this condition loose. Sometimes the bases can be worth $20 by themselves, but the base and the figure minimum would be worth $20 each. And I don't like to overvalue the toy collection. I like to kind of keep it realistic. So about $80 for the set would be realistic. Now I found out these next little dolls are called Hatchimals Pixie Crystal Flyers. And I have 2 of these, and they're worth about $10 each. I didn't know where I got them from or what they're worth. I had to look them up to see. And then we have a Sky Dancer still in the box, and this is worth at least $50. Some of them all go all the way up to the hundreds of dollars. And the little Swimways Fountain Fairy is worth $24. Now here's the one that has the case with it. It's a big crystal case for the Hatchimals Pixie Crystal Flyers, and it's worth about $25 with the case. I don't know what they do, but it looks like you can plug them into your computer or something. So I have to do a little more research on that, but sometimes these toys are over my head a little bit. Then I have a couple lamps I got unplugged finally that were buried. They're worth about $10 each. Then we have all these horses and unicorns, and I have found one Polly Pocket little pie slice left. And it's worth about $6 in that condition. And then this little Pegasus, I think she came from Dollar Tree. She's probably worth about $1. And then we have these Briar horses, and we have 4 of these and the different names, and they're worth about $20 each. I got them at Five Below. I got a really good deal on them, so they're probably worth about $80 for the whole set. That's what they're listed for on eBay. Then I've got these really cute little dogs. They're called Cutie Pop dress-ups, and they're worth at least $20 each. I got the display box of the Hello Neighbor figure, the little dome figure, and it's worth about $15. And then we have this little unicorn. I think it poops out candy. It's a little candy dispenser worth about $3. I have 2 little Tokidokis. We have Mermy Corno worth $14, and then one called Metallo, also worth $14. I have this vintage box of the little crystal acrylic animals. You never find these in the box, and it's worth about $22. And then we have the grandma from Coco Melon. She's worth about $10. Have some Pez socks. You never see Pez socks. They're worth $7. And then these Pez puppets. We have the bride. She's worth $20. And then we have the groom, who's worth $20. I have so much Pez stuff. I'm going to have to do a whole video of it one day. Then we have these little Pez plush animals. We have 3 of these. And they're worth about $10 each. We have the sheep, the duck, and the rabbit. I think they were for Easter. And then we have some more Pez stuff we'll go through real quick. We have the Easter Pez dispensers, and these are worth about $8 each, and we have 2 of those. And then we have this little basketball sucker that's kind of like a Pez, but it's just a sucker. It's worth about $6. And then we have Tiana Pop. It's worth about $5. And then the Ariel Pop's worth about $5. And then we have this one. It is of Sissy and Mozart. It came from Austria on our trip. It's worth about $30. And then from Ratatouille, we have all 4 of these characters. And they had different prices all over eBay, but I'm comfortable in saying they're worth about $6 each. And we do have all 4, so that's another $24 we can add to our overall grand total at the end of the video. And then we have this LA Dodgers Pez that's worth about $15. And we have this really hard to find Pink Panther Pez worth about $15. Have a Huckleberry Hound in a big square box. He's worth about $10. And then we have from Europe, Asterix. They're worth about $7 each. These were popular when we went over there on a trip to Europe. These little characters were everywhere. And then we have this Japanese body part set for Pez's, and it's worth about $30. I think I got that for $1. Got this cool Golden Girls frame poster that's worth at least $18. I love the Golden Girls. Just trying to pack this stuff up as I can. And then I found these cute little mermaid Christmas stockings. We have 2 of these, and they're worth about $10 each. They're all sequin. They're really nice. I hope I can get all this to fit in my toy museum. All right, we have this little bubble tea. It's worth about $20. We have a llama blind box toy that's worth about $10. And a Bloom surprise doll, and it's worth about $13. And then we have these little girls called Flip-Z Girls. It's a 2-pack of dolls. And we have 5 different characters of this, 5 different packages. And they're worth about $12 each. So that's another $60 we can add to our overall grand total. And then I also have the display box. I always try to get the display box with toys when I can because they're usually worth at least about $10 because 99.9% of these get thrown in the trash. All right, well, with our previous 318 videos of value in my toy collection, our total was $830,016. And now we can add another video to that total with all of this miscellaneous stuff we've collected over the years. And with all of these miscellaneous toys, we can add another $2,504 to that overall grand total. So that means our overall grand total for episode 319 of Value in My Toy Collection is a whopping $832,520. My goal is to see when I get through value in all these toys if my collection is worth $1 million. But remember, I am no millionaire. I've just been collecting toys all my life, going to garage sales, thrift stores, flea markets, toy stores, and looking online, and it's just accumulated to this big old total. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying these videos as much as I am making them. I like seeing what all I have and what it's actually worth. And if you want to see the toys up close, we also put them online on Facebook under the Toy Vault of Mississippi. So until the next video, we will see you then.